cow chicken. Smooth. And finally, my Mushu pork. There you have it, gentlemen. Our entire dinner unpacked by robot.
And it only took 28 minutes.
Impressive, but we must be cautious.
Why?
Today, it's a Chinese food retrieval robot. Tomorrow, it travels back in time and tries to kill Sarah Connor.
I don't think that's gonna happen, Sheldon.
No one ever does. That's why it happens.
Hey, is food here? Ooh, what's that?
That, dear lady, is the Wallowitz programmable hand designed for extravehicular repairs on the International Space Station.
Oh, cool.
Ask me to pass the soy sauce.
Oh, does that come up much on the space station?
Mostly with Asian and Jewish astronauts.
All right, pass the soy sauce.
Coming up.
Sounds work.
That's not bad. Kind of hungry.
Yeah, we all are.
Just wait.
You realize, Penny, that the technology that went into this arm will one day make unskilled food servers such as yourself obsolete.
Really? They're gonna make a robot that spits on your hamburger?
I thought you broke up with her. Why is she here?
Okay, here we go. Passing the soy sauce. Okay, put out your hand.
That's amazing.
I wouldn't say amazing. At best, it's a modest leap forward from the basic technology that gave us Country Bear Jamboree.
Hey, Sheldon?
Yes. Peace?
No, not peace. Hang on.
Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
Does NASA know you're using that thing as a napkin holder?
Are you kidding? They still think it's in a secure locker at JPL.
You stole it?
Borrowed. The trick is to carry it out to your car like you own it.
Excuse me? Oh, Amy's at the dry cleaners, and she's made a very amusing pun. I don't care for perchloroethylene, and I don't like glycol ether. Get it? She doesn't like glycol ether. Sounds like either. LOL.
Who's Amy?
His girlfriend.
Sheldon has a girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
How long has this been going on?
4 months.
She's not my girlfriend.
Are you telling me for the past 4 months I have been asking you what's new and you never thought to go with Sheldon has a girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
How did they meet?
Raj and I entered Sheldon's information on a dating site, and it spit out Amy Farrah Fowler.
Oh my god! Sheldon and Amy!
Or as we call them, Shamey.
Shamey! I am so digging the shamey!
All right. Everyone pay attention. Yes, I have a friend named Amy Farrah Fowler. Yes, she is female. Yes, we communicate on a daily basis, but no, she is not my girlfriend.
Okay, well, what do you communicate about?
Well, my work in physics, her work in neurobiology, and most recently, the possibility of our having a child together.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, a child? You never see this girl. You just email and text and Twitter. Now you're considering having a baby?
Amy pointed out that between the two of us, our genetic material has the potential of producing the first in a line of intellectually superior benign overlords to guide humanity to a brighter tomorrow.
I'm guessing that future historians will condemn us for not taking this opportunity to kill Sheldon.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, Penny.
You don't even like people touching you. How are you gonna have sex?
Why on earth would we have sex?
Oh, honey, did your mom not have the talk with you? You know, when your private parts started growing?
I'm quite aware of the way humans usually reproduce, which is messy, unsanitary, and based on living next to you for 3 years, involves loud and unnecessary appeals to a deity.
Oh, God.
Yes, exactly. Consequently, if Amy and I choose to bring new life into this world, it will be accomplished clinically with fertility experts in a lab with petri dishes. Which reminds me, you have broad hips and a certain corn-fed vigor. Is your womb available for rental?
Still digging the shamey?
Look, Sheldon, before you race off to the fertility clinic, you might want to think about, I don't know, maybe actually spending some time with her?
You mean dating?
Yeah.
I can't date Amy.
Why not?
She's not my girlfriend.
Okay, look, don't think of it as dating a girlfriend. Think of it as getting to know the future mother of your child.
Oh. I hadn't considered that. I suppose she will have to have access to our progeny. And you don't think I can achieve the required intimacy via text messaging?
Probably not.
Huh. That would appear as if the phone companies have been lying to me. Penny. Penny. Penny.
You do realize I stand on the other side of the door waiting for you to finish knocking 3 times.
I know. I can see the shadow of your feet under the door.
Yeah, my point is it's a waste of time.
If you're looking for an example of a waste of time, I would refer you to the conversation we're having right now.
What do you want?
I've decided to take your advice and have arranged to go on a date with Amy Farrah Fowler.
Oh, that's great. Have fun.
Wait. You have to drive me.
What?
You know I don't drive.
Well, go ask Leonard.
I did. He said, and I quote, "Ask Penny. It was her cockamamie idea."
Leonard said cockamamie?
Actually, I'm paraphrasing. Having been raised in a Christian household, I'm uncomfortable with the language he used. And to be honest, I'm not entirely comfortable with cockamamie.
Okay, fine. When's the date?
Now.
Now?
Hurry, we're going to be late.
Sheldon, did it ever occur to you that I might have other plans?
I'm sorry. Do you have other plans?
Well, no, not per se, but...
And so this conversation is as pointless as your door-knocking soliloquy?
Let me get my cockamamie keys.
Oh, God, that feels so good. Yeah, that's the spot. Oh, baby.
Howard, dinner's ready!
I'll eat later. I'm busy! Oh, yeah, just like a real hand.
Thank you for driving me.
You're welcome.
I wish you weren't wearing flip-flops. Dangerous to drive in flip-flops.
Sheldon?
Sorry. I just don't want to be yet another flip-flop fatality.
Can I ask you a question?
Given your community college education, I encourage you to ask me as many as possible.
Yeah. Well, my question is, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer, is this your first date?
That depends. Does square dancing with my sister at a Teens for Jesus 4th of July hoedown count as a date?
No.
Then this is my first date.
Okay. Well, then there's a couple of things you should probably know.
I have a master's degree and 2 doctorates. The things I should know, I do know.
My point is, I know more about dating than you, and if you were as smart as you think you are, you would listen to me.
If you know so much, how come I have a date tonight and you have nothing better to do than drive me to it?
Fair point.
You know, there's something I've always wondered about Aquaman.
Yeah?
Where does he poop?
What?
What did a toilet look like in Atlantis? How would you flush it? And when you did flush it, where would the poop go?
Hold that thought. Hey, Howard, what's going on? What? Hold on, Howard, slow down. The robot hand is stuck on your what? You're not gonna believe this.
Amy, Sheldon tells me you're a neuro something or other?
Neurobiologist. Your check engine light is on.
Yeah, it's okay.
But the light indicates...
Don't bother. I've wasted many an hour tilting at that particular windmill.
What is that scent you're wearing? It smells great.
Dandruff shampoo. I have dry scalp.
Well, your hair looks very nice.
Are you a homosexual?
No, I was just giving you a compliment.
Would have been more flattered if you were a homosexual.
Guys, how about some music?
Oh, I wouldn't care for that. Amy?
No, thank you.
Okay. Uncomfortable silence it is. Hey, Sheldon, have you told Amy what it was like for you growing up in Texas?
No.
Why don't you tell her?
All right. It was hell.
Any follow-up, Amy?
No.
I myself grew up in Nebraska. Small town outside of Omaha. You know, nice place, mostly family farms, a few meth labs.
I'm sorry. How is this better than uncomfortable silence?
I don't know, I was just trying something.
Muggles.
You slipped and fell into a robot hand.
Yes.
Penis first.
Yes. Now help me.
I'd suggest a lubricant, but I have a feeling you fell on some of that as well.
Not funny, Leonard.
Really? A robot hand's got a death grip on your junk, dude. That's funny. Ask anyone.
Please, before my mother walks in, just get this off me.
Okay, let's see.
No, don't touch. The program is paused.
Oh, well, then let's unpause.
No, I loaded the wrong program. The hand thinks it's holding a screwdriver in outer space. If you continue the program, it's going to start twisting.
All right. How about this? When Winnie the Pooh got his head stuck in the honey tree, his friends all grabbed onto him and pulled and pulled.
You do what you want. I'm not touching another man's honey tree.
All right. Forget pulling. How about we get an electric saw and cut it off?
What? No, saws. One circumcision was enough.
How about an acetylene torch?
Okay, I can't believe this needs to be said out loud. No pulling, no saws, no torches.
Well, then what do you want us to do?
How would I make cookies for you and your little friends?
That's great, Mom, thanks!
I'll bring them up with some Hawaiian punch.
Don't come up here!
Why not? Are you ashamed of your mother?
Yes, but that's not the point! Get me out of here.
You have any ideas, Raj?
Right now, all I can think about is cookies and Hawaiian punch.
Hey, here's another possible topic of conversation. This is a big night for Sheldon. Right, Sheldon?
Big night? The winter solstice is a big night. It's over 14 hours in Southern California.
That's an amusing factoid.
Thank you.
No, my point is, tonight is Sheldon's first official date. Discuss.
Is this true?
Apparently, a semi-incestuous Teens for Jesus 4th of July hoedown didn't count.
So, Amy, what about you? Do you date much?
Once a year. It's a deal I made with my mother in exchange for her silence on the matter, as well as the occasional use of her George Foreman grill that seals in the flavor without the fat. What about you, Penny? Do you go on many dates?
Yeah, I wouldn't say many. A few. What's...
Your characterization of approximately 171 different men is a few.
Where did you get 171?
simple extrapolation. In the 3 years that I've known you, you were single for 2. And during that time, I saw 17 different suitors. If we work backwards, correcting for observation bias, and postulate an initial dating age of 15.
Whoa, wait. I did not start dating at 15.
I'm sorry, 16?
14.
My mistake. Now, assuming the left side of a bell curve peaking around the present, that would bring the total up to 193 men. Plus or minus 8 men.
Remarkable. Did you have sexual intercourse with all of these men?
No.
Now, although that number would be fairly easy to calculate, based on the number of awkward encounters I've had with strange men leaving her apartment in the morning, plus the number of times she's returned home wearing the same clothes she wore the night before.
Okay, Sheldon, I think you've made your point.
So we multiply 193 minus 21 men before the loss of virginity. So 172 times 0.18 gives us 30.96 sexual partners. Let's round that up to 31.
Okay, Sheldon, you are so wrong. That is not even close to the real number. I'm gonna need a drink over here.
This is very interesting. Cultural perceptions are subjective. Penny, to your mind, are you a slut?
No. Let's just all finish our dinners, okay?
This is an interesting topic. How many sexual encounters have you had?
Does volunteering for a scientific experiment in which orgasm was achieved by electronically stimulating the pleasure centers of the brain count?
I should think so.
Then 128.
Okay. Come on. Almost there. Don't tug. No tugging.
Next time, take your own advice.
Excuse me, could you help us out?
My, what do we have here?
I slipped and fell.
Yeah, we get that a lot. What is this?
It's a robot arm.
Where's the rest of the robot?
I only built the arm.
Because that's all you needed, right?
Can you please just help me?
All right, hang on. Stay calm. I need an orderly with a wheelchair. I got a robot hand grasping a man's penis out here.
You think you could be a little more discreet?
I'm sorry, we don't have a code for robot hand grasping a man's penis. Why is it hooked up to a computer?
It's what controls the arm.
But it's frozen.
Did you try turning it off and back on again?
No, you see, it's more complicated than that. No, wait! Winnie the Pooh is out of the honey tree.
Now can we have cookies and Hawaiian punch?
You were right. This was a very productive evening. I saw a whole new side of Amy Farrah Fowler tonight.
I did not have sex with 31 guys.
I'll be happy to check the math, but numbers don't lie, Penny. In any event, now that Amy and I have spent quality time together, I feel much more confident proceeding to the next stage of our relationship.
And that is?
Using in vitro fertilization and a surrogate uterus to gift humanity with our progeny.
You're still on that?
In these uncertain times, doesn't humanity deserve a gift?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna come at this in a whole new way. Sheldon, if you try to make a baby with Amy in a petri dish, I'm gonna tell your mother on you.
That's no threat. My mother's always wanted a grandchild.
Really, your deeply religious, born-again Christian mother wants a test tube grandbaby born out of wedlock?
Curses.
If I had thought of that in the first place, I could have saved myself this whole night.
Well, it's not that late. You can still go out and look for number 32. Good night.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
I've decided not to procreate.
Yeah, great. Howard, slow down. What do you mean it happened again?
William Shatner stars in Believe My Dad Says series premiere next, only CBS.
What you doing there? Working on a new plan to catch the Roadrunner?
The humorous implication being that I am Wile E. Coyote?
Yes.
And this is a schematic for a bird trapping device that will ultimately backfire and cause me physical injury?
Yes.
What I'm doing here is trying to determine when I'm going to die.
A lot of people are working on that research. So what is all this?
My family history, factoring in longevity, propensity for disease, etc.
Interesting. Cause of death for Uncle Carl was KBB. What's KBB?
Killed by badger.
How's that?
It was Thanksgiving. Uncle Carl said, "I think there's a badger living in our chimney. Hand me that flashlight." Those were the last words he ever spoke to us.
I don't think you need to worry about death by badgers being hereditary.
Not true. The fight or flight instinct is coded genetically. Instead of fleeing, he chose to fight barehanded against a brawny member of the weasel family. Who's to say that I don't share that flawed DNA?
Well, you can always get a badger and find out.
But seriously, even if I disregard the Uncle Carl factor, at best I have 60 years left.
How long, huh?
60 only takes me to here. I need to get to here.
What's there?
The earliest estimate of the singularity, when man will be able to transfer his consciousness into machines and achieve immortality.
So you're upset about missing out on becoming some sort of freakish, self-aware robot?
By this much.
Tough break. You want eggs?
You don't get it, Leonard. I'm going to miss so much. The unified field theory, cold fusion, the dogopus.
What's a dogopus?
A hybrid dog and octopus. Man's underwater best friend.
Somebody working on that?
I was going to. I planned on giving it to myself on my 300th birthday.
Wait a minute, you hate dogs.
A dogopus can play fetch with 8 balls. No one can hate that.
Our whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
What do we owe you?
Came to 28.17. Let's say $6 a piece.
There you go.
Thank you.
What?
Never mind, I got it.
Oh, you wanted me to pay?
It's no big deal.
No. You're right. We're not going out anymore. I should pay for myself. What?
He said if he had woman parts, he'd eat for free the rest of his life.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to talk to yourself. I'm a little low on cash.
How much you got?
Nothing.
How can you walk around with no money?
I'm cute. I get by.
It's okay, you can help me.
Thank you.
Sheldon, $6.
No, thank you. I'm not eating pizza tonight.
But it's Thursday. Thursday's pizza night.
Not for me. Thursday is now cruciferous vegetable night. Tonight's selection, Brussels sprouts.
Really? You're changing the Sheldonian calendar?
It's a small price to pay.
For what?
No, don't.
Sorry.
In order to live long enough to fuse my consciousness with cybernetics, I need to change my diet.
Wait, cybernetics is robot stuff, right?
Correct.
So you want to turn yourself into some sort of robot?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, here's my question. Didn't you already do that?
Flattering, but sadly, no. I'm also planning to begin an exercise regimen designed to strengthen my cardiovascular system, aka jogging.
Okay, honey, have you ever run before?
Certainly. I've run from bullies, dogs, angry chickens, and one particularly persistent PE teacher determined to bend me over and give me a scoliosis test.
You're right. Penny jogs. Maybe you guys can run together.
That's an excellent idea. If we chat, it will create the illusion of time going faster.
No, it won't. Hey, how does does he know I jog?
Oh, he watches you from his car with high-powered binoculars.
Oh my god, that is so creepy! I know!
And he says he's not gonna stop. Yeah, but then see a shrink and figure out how to talk to women.
The hell? What's the matter?
I have pain radiating from my navel to my lower right abdomen. I'm nauseated and feverish. I believe I may have cholera.
There's no cholera in Pasadena. Just like last summer when there was no malaria in Pasadena.
Well, if it's not cholera, then based on a quick internet search, the other explanations in decreasing order of likelihood are Hirschsprung's disease, botulism, a 30-foot tapeworm, or accidental ingestion of chrysanthemum blossoms.
When would you have accidentally eaten chrysanthemum blossoms?
It's part of an unlikely scenario that involves sleepwalking in a 24-hour flower mart with a less than vigilant proprietor. Oh, Lord, my belly.
Ever had your appendix out?
I haven't. I've been meaning to, but who has the time?
Let's get you to the hospital.
So this is how it ends. With cruel irony, just as I make the commitment to preserving my body, I am betrayed by my appendix, a vestigial organ. Do you know the original purpose of the appendix, Leonard?
No.
I do, and yet I'm doomed while you live on.
Funny how things worked out, isn't it?
Oh, Lord, I think it's about to burst. On the other hand, it might have been the Brussels sprouts.
Good night.
Good night. Appendicitis. What a nervous Nelly. Penny! Penny! Penny!
Coming! Hey, nice knees.
Thank you. They're my mother's.
And the flash shirt is what, because you're gonna run really fast?
No, the flash shirt is because it's Friday, but it's nice when things work out. Where's your heart rate monitor?
I don't have one.
What about your pedometer?
Don't have one.
Well, do you have telematics in your shoes connected to an iPod?
No.
What do? You just go out there and gamble about like a bunny?
No, I just run till I'm hungry and then I stop for a bear claw.
Why are you doing that?
It's good to stretch your muscles before you run.
All right.
All right, let's start with a toe touch. Okay, you do it.
I am doing it.
Oh, wow, good job. Okay, can you do this?
We'll never know.
Okay, let's just warm up on the run.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I've been reading up on biomechanics. I think you'll be surprised if I do.
Oh my god, are you okay?
I think so.
Let me help you up.
Thank you.
Oh, Sheldon!
If it makes you feel any better, Thursday is no longer cruciferous vegetable night.
Here's my chicken curry. Howard, your shrimp biryani.
Thank you, sir.
Palak paneer. That's Penny.
Thanks.
And for Rajesh Kuthrapali, from whose homeland these tasty dishes originate, one large order of chicken McNuggets.
Hey, what's my share?
$12.
Okay, can I get you after Friday when I get paid?
Sure.
What am I up to now?
Well, okay, with the Indian food, the pizza, the Thai food, the tank of gas, the frozen yogurt, and your rent, a little over $1,400.
What now?
He's just expressing his admiration that you don't even have to put out to get free stuff.
It's not free. I'm gonna pay him back. Shut up!
Sheldon, are you gonna join us?
Coming. Greetings, friends.
Greetings, whatever the hell you are.
I am a mobile virtual virtual presence device. Recent events have demonstrated to me that my body is too fragile to endure the vicissitudes of the world. Until such time as I am able to transfer my consciousness, I shall remain in a secure location and interact with the world in this manner.
Really? That's your question? When did he put a ramp in?
You're in my spot. This may seem a little odd at first, but over time you'll grow accustomed to dealing with me in this configuration.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't see much difference.
Thank you. That's what I was going for. Now, Leonard, tomorrow when we go to work, you'll need to allow some extra time to get me down the stairs. For your convenience, I disassemble into 4 pieces.
This is ridiculous. I'm coming to talk to you.
You don't know where I am. But my physical body is safely ensconced in a secure, undisclosed location.
You're in your bedroom.
No, I'm not.
I can hear your voice coming from your bedroom.
No, you can't. Wait. Come back. Halt. Authorized personnel only.
So either one of you weirdos want to buy my underwear? Only $1,400.
Sheldon, this is ridiculous.
I'm behind you. Please look at me when you're talking to me.
I am looking at you.
No, you're not. Pay no attention to that man in the bed.
You cannot exist as a virtual presence. Not here and certainly not at work. Oh, good God.
At my age, do you know how I'm statistically most likely to die?
At the hands of your roommate?
An accident.
That's how I'm gonna make it look.
Until I can transfer my intellect to a more durable container, my body will remain safely ensconced in my bed.
Fine. But don't expect my help.
You have to help. It's in the roommate agreement.
No, it's not.
Section 74C. The various obligations and duties of the parties in the event one of them becomes a robot.
I'll be damned.
This is delightful. It's much easier to enjoy the picturesque route we travel to work when you remove the specter of fiery vehicular death.
Refresh my memory. Why didn't I just put you in the trunk?
Because I called shotgun, remember?
Right.
You seem tense. Perhaps this will relax you.
Music, Sheldon.
Very well. I don't understand why you're not enjoying this. Together in this car with my enhanced capabilities, we're like Knight Rider.
Except in Knight Rider, the car isn't a yammering sphincter.
You mock the sphincter, but the sphincter is a class of muscle without which human beings couldn't survive. 50 different sphincters in the human body. How many can you name?
I was wrong. This is exactly like Knight Rider.
Perhaps you'd be interested in a different game.
No!
This is a photograph of the 1911 Solvay Conference on the theory of radiation and quanta. Using Photoshop, I've introduced a few anachronisms. See if you can spot all 24. I'll give you the first one. Madame Curie should not be wearing a digital watch. And go.
That's it. Bye-bye.
Bazinga! I have an override switch.
I almost died.
And I'm safe and sound in bed. Who's crazy now?
I'm still gonna go with you.
Hello, Professor Professor Hoskins. Nice to see you, Mindy. Konnichiwa, Dr. Nakamura. Sorry the Swedes disproved your theory. Leonard, my door.
What about it?
Be a lamb and open it for me.
Why? What's the problem?
You think you have me stymied, don't you?
No, I think a doorknob has you stymied.
Oh, look, it's Leonard and R2D bag.
Well, that's my joke. I told it last night. You can't just use it.
Raj, be a lamb and open the door for me.
Oh, sure.
He's a lamb. You're not.
I'm a lamb.
Isn't this nice? The pleasures of fellowship and camaraderie without having to tolerate your germy breath on my skin.
I say we just take him to Tatooine and sell him to some Jawas.
That's true, dude. Write your own jokes.
Oh, great. Hi, I'm Penny. I'll be your waitress.
Why are you introducing yourself?
I'd rather people not know I have any prior connection to you whatsoever.
Can you tell me the specials this evening?
Sheldon, I'm not waiting on you.
Obviously, I don't even have water yet.
Because you're not here.
That's discrimination against the otherwise located. I'm going to have to go over your head. Manager? Manager? Oh, Lord. Look who it is.
Is that Steve Wozniak? I think it is.
The great and powerful Woz.
Penny, Steve Wozniak was one of the co-founders of Apple Computer. He and Steve Jobs started
Yeah, I know who he is. I watched Dancing with the Stars.
I must speak to him.
Of course you must.
You know, there's an Olive Garden down the street. You guys should try it sometime.
Excuse me, Mr. Wozniak?
Oh, hey, nice virtual presence device.
Thank you. I just want to say I'm a big fan. You're my 15th favorite technological visionary.
Only 15th?
It's still 6 spots above Steve Jobs. I care neither for turtlenecks nor showmanship.
Yeah, I never got that turtleneck thing.
One of my proudest possessions is a vintage 1977 Apple II. Despite the file system limitations of Apple DOS 3.3, it was a pretty nifty little achievement.
Thanks, we were shooting for nifty. You know, if you had it here, I'd autograph it for you.
Don't move for 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how the buses are running.
Nerds.
I'm coming, Woz. I'm coming.
Aww. Penny. Penny. Penny.
What up, Shellbot?
I can't get out of bed. I hurt my ankle.
What do you want me to do?
Sing me Soft Kitty.
Really? You want me to sing Soft Kitty to a computer monitor?
Would you rather come over and sing it to me in person?
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
Closer to the microphone.
Happy kitty, sleep.
No. You have to start over.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr.
All right, I'm ready for my next question.
In a world where rhinoceroses are domesticated pets, who wins the Second World War?
Uganda.
Defend.
Kenya rises to power on the export of rhinoceroses. A Central African power bloc is formed, colonizing North Africa and Europe. When war breaks out, no one can afford the luxury of a rhino. Kenya withers, Uganda triumphs.
Correct. My turn.
In a world where a piano is a weapon, not a musical instrument, on what does Scott Joplin play the Maple Leaf Rag?
Tuned bayonets.
Defend?
Isn't it obvious?
You're right, my apologies.
What the hell are you guys playing?
It's a game we invented. It's called Counterfactuals.
We postulate an alternate world that differs from ours in one key aspect and then pose questions to each other.
It's fun for ages 8 to 80. Join us.
All right, I like a good brain teaser. Give it a whirl.
You're in luck. This is an easy one. In a world where mankind is ruled by a giant intelligent beaver, what food is no longer consumed?
A BLT where the B stands for beaver?
Leonard, be serious. We're playing a game here.
I can figure this out. Let's see. Well, beavers eat tree bark. The only tree bark I know that humans consume is cinnamon, so I'll say cinnamon.
Incorrect. Obviously, the answer is cheese Danish.
What?
In a world ruled by a giant beaver, mankind builds many dams to please the beaver overlord. The low-lying city of Copenhagen is flooded. Thousands die. Devastated, the Danes never invent their namesake pastry. How does one miss that?
This is ridiculous. You're just making stuff up.
Is he always like this when he loses?
Oh, yes, you should have been here for the great Jenga tantrum of 2008.
You bumped the table and you know it.
Perhaps it would be kinder to play a game more suited to his abilities. We'll close our eyes and count to 10 while you hide.
I'm going to my room.
Very good, Leonard. But next time, don't tell us where you're hiding.
The whole universe was in a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids, math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a Big Bang.
See the paper in the American Physics Journal on supersolids? It's pretty interesting. This guy's working from a hypothesis.
Well, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
What?
Don't ruin it for me, man. I printed out a PDF to read on the potty.
On the potty? What are you, 5?
It's a potty. What do you call it?
Toilet.
That's a little vulgar for the dinner table, don't you think?
Oh, and potty is okay?
Potty's innocent. Potty's adorable.
What do you do in the potty? Wee-wee?
If I don't have to boom boom.
Greetings! You all remember Amy Farrah Fowler?
Sure, nice.
Hello.
Sorry we're late.
I must take responsibility. I had to stop for feminine hygiene supplies.
Okay.
I believe she's experiencing her menses.
Actually, I'm not. In order to avoid surprises, I wear them all the time.
Toilet sounding pretty good now, huh?
Hey, look, it's Shamey.
Shamey?
A juvenile amalgamation of our names. Sheldon, Amy, Shamey.
Oh. I don't like that. Don't do that.
Alrighty, what's new?
Well, just recently I learned that you refer to us as Shamey, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I got it, but what I was going for was, how's your life?
Like everybody else's, subject to entropy, decay, and eventual death. Thank you for asking. Why is she not taking our order?
I should have warned you, one has to navigate a labyrinth of social nonsense before one can be fed here.
Really? I assumed an establishment called the Cheesecake Factory would function more efficiently.
It's how they lure you in. I believe it's called bait and switch.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk away because I don't want to be here.
So this is nice. First time we've all gotten together to eat.
You're right. He's a festival of humdrum chit-chat.
Okay, that's all I got. Howard, you're up.
Tell us about your work, Amy.
I doubt you'd understand. Sheldon tells me you only have a master's degree.
Raj, do you have any questions for Amy?
I'm curious as to why we're not eating alone.
They can't function without me. I'm the social glue that holds this little group together. You're welcome.
Listen, can I talk to you about your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend. She's a girl, and she's my friend, but there's no touching or unsanitary exchange of saliva.
Got it.
Although, for the record, on one occasion, she licked her thumb to remove raspberry jelly from the corner of my mouth. It's an action we both regret to this day.
Anyway, I'm not sure she's the best fit for our little, how shall we call it, Rebel Alliance.
Oh, I never identified with the Rebel Alliance. And despite their tendency to build Death Stars, I've always been more of an Empire man.
Yeah, not my point.
I know what your point is. You're intimidated by Amy's intellect. To that I say, buck up.
Okay, let me just get right to it. Amy is judgmental, sanctimonious, and frankly, just obnoxious.
So?
So we already have you for all that.
Are you suggesting I terminate my relationship with Amy?
No, of course not. Just have your relationship someplace else.
May I point out that for 8 long months, I suffered in silence as your female companion filled our apartment with her off-key country music caterwauling, the unappetizing spectacle of her grinding a pumice stone against her calloused feet in our living room, and night after night of uninformative TV documentaries about the Jersey Shore.
Suffered in silence?
Yes. And I'd thank you to do the same.
Real silence?
Nothing makes beer taste better than cool, clear Rocky Mountain spring water. Where are the Rocky Mountains anyway?
Philadelphia.
Really? I thought they were out west someplace.
Think about it, Raj. Where did the movie Rocky take place?
Philadelphia. Okay, now I get it.
So this is the plan? From now on, we're just gonna hide out in here to avoid the shamey?
I'm very comfortable here. Penny, dear, why don't you shoot another silver bullet my way?
Get one yourself.
Ooh, somebody's been taking bitchy pills.
God, he's an ass when he drinks.
Well, he's an ass when he doesn't. You just don't hear it.
I think we need to start entertaining the possibility that the shamey could go on for years.
Well, if that's the case, Penny will have to get satellite TV and maybe once a week run a vacuum through this place.
I thought you were gonna talk to Sheldon.
Well, I did.
Well, what'd he say?
Well, he pointed out that he kind of sort of had to put up with you.
Kind of, sorta, hadda?
Well, I didn't agree with him.
Well, you defended me, right?
I tried, but... He made a fairly well-reasoned argument.
You're not doing that right.
What?
Gimme.
No!
Yeah, but trust me, I do this for my mom all the time. See? With the grain.
Wow, that is better.
And someday, when you have varicose veins, I'll show you how to massage them.
Oh, God, never again.
I assume by never again, you mean never again will you drink all Penny's beer, then run down to the gas station for a couple of 40s, a box of Slim Jims, and the latest issue of Bombay Badonkadonks.
I was homesick.
The highlight of the evening was when you showed us your Bollywood breakdancing skills. Dang diggy dang diggy dang dang diggy diggy dang diggy dang 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 diggy diggy.
That's very offensive.
Yeah, we all thought so.
Oh, no.
What?
John and Yoko.
More like Yoko and Yoko.
Greetings! I brought Amy here to show her some of the work I'm doing.
It's very impressive for theoretical work.
Do I detect a hint of condescension?
I'm sorry, was I being too subtle? I meant compared to the real-world applications of neurobiology, theoretical physics is what's the word I'm looking for. Cute.
Are you suggesting the work of a neurobiologist like Babinski could ever rise to the significance of a physicist like Clark Maxwell or Dirac?
I'm stating it outright. Babinski eats Dirac for breakfast and defecates Clark Maxwell.
You take that back.
Absolutely not. My colleagues and I are mapping the neurological substrates that subserve global information processing, which is required for all cognitive reasoning, including scientific inquiry, making my research ipso facto prior in the Ordo Cognoscendi. That means it's better than his research, and by extension, of course, yours.
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to work on the defecating Clark Maxwell.
Excuse me, but a grand unified theory, insofar as it explains everything, will ipso facto explain neurobiology.
Yes, but if I'm successful, I will be able to map and reproduce your thought processes in deriving a grand unified theory, and therefore subsume your conclusions under my paradigm.
That's the rankest psychologism, and was conclusively revealed as hogwash by Gottlieb Frege in the 1890s.
We appear to have reached an impasse.
I agree. I move our relationship terminate immediately.
Seconded.
There being no objections? The motion carries. Good day, Amy Farrah Fowler.
Good day, Sheldon Cooper.
Women, huh? And live with them can't successfully refute their hypotheses.
Amen to that.
Sheldon.
Hello.
I hear you broke up with Amy.
A breakup would imply she was my girlfriend. She was a girl who was my friend, who is now a girl who is not my friend.
Wow, it's like the worst country song ever. So, how are you doing?
Regarding what?
Amy.
I don't follow.
Well, your breakups, or whatever the hell this is, can be tough.
Penny, I assure you I'm fine. Yet my relationship with Amy was purely intellectual. There were no emotional bonds, the severing of which would cause me any discomfort. The relationship simply outlived its utility, and I'm continuing on with my life as before.
Okay, good.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to buy a pussycat.
I gotta tell you guys, I'm a little worried about Sheldon.
We're all a little worried about Sheldon.
Oh, I mean, since the shame he hit a reef.
I thought you were just making a generalization. You know, I'm worried about Sheldon someday setting off a low-yield nuclear device because the cafeteria ran out of lime jello.
What does hit a reef mean?
When Splitsville.
Pardon?
Turn to Boom Boom. I think Sheldon really misses Amy.
You should lend him your copy of Bombay Badonkadonks.
He got a cat to keep him company.
You're kidding.
Well, takes it everywhere. To bed, to the bathroom.
He takes the kitty to the potty?
I thought we discussed the P word.
Don't try to change me, dude. I am what I am.
Gentlemen.
Aren't you gonna introduce us to your little friend?
My apologies, Raj, Howard. I'd like you to meet Dr. Robert Oppenheimer.
Hello.
Now, if you'll excuse me, the father of the atomic bomb wants a saucer of milk.
Okay, I get it. We're worried about Sheldon.
Hey. Oh, no.
Robert Oppenheimer was lonely.
So you decided to get the whole Manhattan Project?
Yes. This is Enrico Fermi, Richard Feynman, Edward Teller, Otto Frisch, and Zazzles.
Zazzles?
I was going to name him Hermann von Helmholtz, but he's so zazzy.
Okay, we need to talk.
About what?
Cats, Sheldon. You're clearly upset about Amy being gone and you're trying to replace her with a bunch of cats.
Clouder.
What?
A group of cats is a clouder, or a glaring.
Okay, yeah,
That's
fine.
the kind of thing you ought to know, now that we have one.
Terrific. My point is, you need to face up to what you're feeling with this breakup.
It wasn't a breakup. A breakup would imply that Amy was my girlfriend.
Okay, I got it. She's not your girlfriend. Now, listen to me. I know about loneliness. I know about trying to replace someone with other stuff. When I broke up with Penny, I got back into my cello. I built a bunch of model rockets. I got those weightlifting gloves and that 5-pound dumbbell.
You didn't break up. She dumped you.
She didn't dump me. It was mutual.
I was there. She dumped you.
Okay, fine. Live with cats. Be like my Aunt Nancy. She had dozens of them. You know what happened after she died? They ate her.
You don't have to sell me on cats, Leonard. I'm already a fan. All right, fellas. Who's in the mood for fancy feast? Well, that's not fancy at all.
Hi, Mrs. Cooper. Thanks for coming.
Where is he?
He's in his bedroom.
Now, when you said on the phone he broke up with a girl, you meant an actual girl, not something you kids whipped up in a lap.
No, she's real.
Did they sin?
No, it's not like that. It's, I don't know what it's like. There is something I should prepare you for.
Oh, relax, Leonard. I have raised that boy. I've seen him at his best. I've seen him at his worst. There's nothing he can do that'll surprise me.
Hold on to that thought.
Ben. Surprise. Mom, what an unexpected pleasure.
My, that's a powerful smell.
I'd like you to meet Oppenheimer, Frisch, Panofsky, Feynman, Weizkopf.
Yeah, I get it. You got a lot of cats and you gave them cute Jewish names.
What are you doing here?
Leonard called. He said that you were pining for a young lady.
Oh, well, that's preposterous. I'm not pining over anyone.
Oh, lamb chop. We can quibble what to call it, but I think we can both agree it's creepy.
I do not agree. Cats make wonderful companions. They don't argue or question my intellectual authority. And this little guy here, I think you'll find to be quite zazzy.
You should have called sooner. Shelley, dinner's ready.
Coming.
No cats.
Aww. What is she doing here?
I called her.
Your mother thinks you might be losing your mind over me. As a neurobiologist, I was curious.
Well, rest assured, I am in full possession of my faculties.
25 cats!
Oh, God bless you, dear. Sheldon, sit down. Let's talk.
All right, but you're not fooling me. Whenever you say we have to talk, it means you want me to listen.
Then stop talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the reason I called Amy over was to find out what type of person she is. And after chatting a bit, I have to say that while she is a perfectly unique young woman, you two are definitely not suited for each other.
That's a peculiar conclusion. By any standard, Amy is more similar to me than anyone I've ever met.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shelley. I can't see it.
Well, whether you see it or not is irrelevant. I can't see subatomic particles, but nevertheless, they're there.
Excellent point.
A physics point.
Touché.
Well, putting aside the pig Latin, it's a good thing that you two decided to end the relationship so I didn't have to end it for you.
Amy, after consideration, I believe we may have acted rashly. I propose we resume our relationship and attempt to resolve our differences.
I'll agree to that, only if you'll stipulate that 80% of our difficulties were caused by you.
I'll go as high as 40.
65.
Done. You understand that moving forward, we deal with the fact that my mother does not approve of you?
I do. I find being cast in the role of bad girl oddly titillating.
Would you like to see my cats?
I would. I love cats. They're the epitome of indifference.
Oh, then you may find Zazzles a little cloying.
I saw what you did there.
He thinks he's such a smarty pants. He's no different from any man. You tell him not to do something, that's all they want to do. If I had told my brother Stumpy not to clear out the wood chipper by hand, we'd still be calling him Edward. Now don't you move. I'll bring over all the food.
No, I can do it.
Well, isn't that sweet?
Thank you, Amy. Here's your cat. And here's your $20.
Next.
Thank you, Amy. Here's your cat. And here's your $20.